Have you ever wondered what the real priority is for the Washington Commanders in the 2025 NFL Draft? While many fans debate offensive reinforcements, the defense might be screaming for help, especially in the secondary. The big question looming over Ashburn is who's going to protect the sky of our defense? Despite a few interesting names on the roster, the cornerback position remains one of the most vulnerable and unpredictable spots on the team, and that could come at a high cost. With that in mind, insider Ben Standig from The Athletic decided to listen to fans and answer questions about potential Commanders draft picks. One question stood out. Will Washington invest heavily in a cornerback right at the start? Standig revealed that two of the top prospects at the position are expected to be off the board within the first 20 picks. After that, a batch of talent emerges that could be very appealing to the Commanders. Maxwell Hairston, known for his impressive speed at the combine, Azariah H. Thomas, a physical defender standing 6 feet 2 inches, and Siobhan Revel Jr., who was on the rise before suffering a serious knee injury. Also in the mix are Trey Amos and Benjamin Morrison, both viewed as potential second-round steals. If management truly wants to bolster the defense and give the new coach more tools to build a solid identity, betting on one of these names could be the right move. The NFL Draft takes place from April 24th to 26th at the legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Until then, every speculation matters because the future of our defense could be shaped with just one pick. So, fan, which of these names would you like to see wearing the Commanders uniform? Drop a comment below. And if you enjoyed this content and want more hot updates about our team, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the Commanders Fan News Today channel. The season starts now, but don't think it's all just about prospect names. Choosing a cornerback in this draft could mean much more than just adding depth. It could be the first step in a new defensive era in Washington. With a defensive line that is already starting to take shape, especially with the development of young talent and the arrival of new defensive coaches, what's missing is locking down the perimeter, that final line of defense that separates good teams from true playoff contenders. And it's not just about raw talent. We're talking about mentality. The Commanders need players with instinct, physicality, and intelligence to go toe-to-toe with the league's most lethal quarterbacks. Guys who can change the course of a game with a timely interception. Who can inspire the entire defense with perfect coverage in a crucial moment. That's why every interview, every behind-the-scenes move, every scouting report has been under the microscope. The coaching staff knows this pick will directly reflect what the team wants to be in 2025, more aggressive, faster, and above all, more respected. As the clock ticks closer to the draft, one thing is certain. All eyes will be on that moment when the NFL commissioner steps onto the stage to announce the new name who will wear the Burgundy and Gold. And when that happens, we'll all be asking if it was the right call, or just another shot in the dark. The draft isn't just an event. It's a promise of change, of hope, of rebuilding. And now the Commanders have the chance to show they've learned from past mistakes and are ready to build a different future. Now it's your turn, Commanders fan. Who do you want to see reinforcing this defense? Maxwell Hairston with his explosive speed? Azariah H. Thomas with his physical presence? Or Siobhan Revel Jr. bouncing back for a comeback? Drop your pick below. And of course, if you want to follow every step of our Commanders up to the draft and beyond, subscribe to Commanders Fan News Today and turn on notifications. Here, you'll stay on top of everything that really matters. The 2025 season has already begun, and it begins at the draft. And as a Commanders fan, let me be real with you. It's about time we fixed this vulnerability in the secondary. How many times have we seen games slip away due to lack of deep coverage? How many crucial third downs were converted because of blown assignments? It's exhausting. This defense needs an identity. A player who steps on the field and commands respect. Someone who can look a wide receiver in the eye and say, "You're not doing anything today." And honestly, I believe that player is in this draft. If I had a bet today, I'd put my chips on Maxwell Hairston. The guy is fast, instinctive, and what he showed at the combine wasn't just average. But I'm also keeping an eye on Benjamin Morrison. He may not have the same hype, but he's smart, technical, and has that clutch profile, the kind of player who rises when it matters most. This is the kind of decision that separates teams stuck in eternal rebuilds from those finally ready to take the leap. And as a Commanders fan, I want to see that leap now. I'm tired of waiting. The fan base deserves a competitive team that plays with grit and intelligence. But the truth is, no matter who's picked, what we really want to see is commitment. We want a front office that understands the moment this franchise is in, that values the foundation, that gives the defense the same attention the offense gets, that builds a roster with future vision, but also a sense of urgency for the now. The rebuild is already underway. We have a new coaching staff, a new mentality taking shape, and the 2025 draft could be the turning point we've all been waiting for. But it all starts with the right choices, and none will be more symbolic than the one that can finally fix our secondary. And you, fan, can you picture Lambeau Field going silent as the name of our next cornerback is announced? Can you visualize that young player putting on our jersey, stepping onto the field at FedEx Field, and making an impact right away? I can. And let me tell you, I'm counting the days to live that moment. The draft isn't just about talent. It's about hope. About believing, once again, that this time it will work. And if there's one thing Commanders fans know how to do, it's believe. Even in the toughest times, we're there, cheering, suffering, dreaming of the day we'll be great again. So stick with us, because the best is yet to come. Drop a comment below. Which name do you want to hear called on draft night for the Commanders? Who do you think can reshape the future of our defense? And of course, if you enjoyed this content, hit that like button and subscribe to Commanders Fan News today. Here you get everything: analysis, opinion, and above all, passion from fan to fan. Turn on notifications, because every detail leading up to the draft matters. The road to glory starts now, and it runs through the defense.